Alright, hey guys, it's me, Dirty Honey. So today, dude, I've got something pretty fucking amazing to talk about, as usual. Of course, I always say that, but dude, this is fucking huge, man. I'm getting somewhere with understanding life and reality in this dimension. It's fucking nuts. I found the three ingredients to life, and they're probably not what you would think they are. The three ingredients to this dimension. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, please, dude. Right now, go ahead. It's right down there. Just fucking push the subscribe button and the like. All right, and then tell somebody later about it. Anyway, so the three ingredients of this dimension. Just basically, I guess the little catchphrase is that we live in a powdered dimension. Just add these three ingredients, and all of a sudden we have reality. So a lot of times I've been talking about, and in the world I think is a common term, is body, mind, spirit. And I talk about this frequently and kind of try to understand my body, mind, and spirit and what the fuck that all means, and if it's just total bullshit or whatever. But so in this whole thing, I found something that I think is even more powerful than body, mind, and spirit. It actually is the ingredients of body, mind, and spirit. And so it kind of redefines or re-recognizes the things that we have, and we can pay a closer attention, and maybe it'll make more sense. So please subscribe, dude. Okay, just do it right now. You already forgot. All right, but so I'm going to start this with a biblical reference, which, I think the Bible holds a lot of, at least, perspective that can help us. And maybe it's the whole truth and nothing but the truth, and who knows. But in the Bible, there's something that says, from dust we come, to dust we will return. So the short version is from dust to dust, right? From dust you come, to dust you will return. And that's supposed to be like our life, right? That's like this short little capsule of what God says our life is. But when I listen to that or I hear it, I'm like, wait a minute. That's just showing before we got to life, which when we were dust, and then after we leave life, we're dust. But it skips the step. What about the life part in between the dust and the dust? There's like a missing ingredient called life. And so that ingredient called life is what we're in right now. We're trying to figure that shit out, and I think I might have kind of figured that part out. Because the thing that's missing in that little equation is water. We're dust, add water, we're humans and we live, take the water away, and we're back to dust. So water is the important shit. Water's fucking significant, okay? In the Bible, and that little thing that kind of points to that being, or at least potentially feels like you might be able to make an assumption that that's being referenced as valuable. Okay, so I feel like water, as we all know, dude, you can't live for more than 6 days max without water. Most people die after 3 days without water. This shit's fucking important, dude. Your body's made of 60% water. Okay, you'd be half the size you are now if you didn't have any water. Less than half. 40%. And so from dust we came, we add water, we're alive, and then we die, the water goes out, and then we're back to dust. So water is life. It's like the missing link in that biblical reference of what we are. And water is like this undeniable truth. It's fucking in the universe, with or without us. This shit's, it's eternal. It's just here. You know what I'm saying? It's not like something we make. We can't get rid of it. It's there with or without us. We like it or not. Too bad. And it makes everything that lives on Earth live. If it's alive, it needs water. Done. That's like the thing. And so the thing that I'm tying this into is that water is a representation of body. And so body is water pretty much. And water is this organic, 100% organic. Actually, anything that is organic needs water to be considered organic. I mean, you can't be any more organic than water. This shit is life. And so it's this natural, eternal, simple fucking requirement of this life or this dimension to make sense to us, to give us physical form or body. Water is body. It exists with or without us, and we can't stop it. It's this simple, versatile, capable, fucking everything, dude. Water is the most important ingredient to your survival. Done. Okay, oxygen maybe is up there too, because you probably die quicker holding your breath. Okay, but water is where I'm going with this. Water is something that you can touch, see. You can't grab it. It's like escapey. This shit's fucking like impossible almost, but it still exists. It's like this impossible thing that is a requirement and is everywhere, and we're made out of it. So water is body. Okay, that's an ingredient to our success in life. We have to have it. It's an ingredient to our comprehension and our experience in life. If we're having this life, it's proportionately to do with water. It has to have it. It's a required ingredient. And because it's that physical form that we can touch and everything, it's like body. And because we're made of it, it's like body. Okay? And so there's another ingredient to our comprehension or whatever of life and this reality. And it's something that's also natural, exists with or without us. It's eternal, it's simple, it's required, it's versatile. Okay? It's actually almost the opposite of the organic, flowy water. Okay? What the fuck is it? It's light. Light is this fucking impossible thing. It is fucking invisible unless it hits something. You can't even see it unless something else is there for it to hit. So it's invisible, but at the exact same time, it creates sight. It's this fucking impossibility. It's eternal. Simple, required, versatile. It can mix with water. It can. So the contrast that light has to water as well is that it is not organic in shape. It's fucking straight. You can make it's more geometric with light beams and things like that. But the integration of light with the dust and the other objects in the dimension or universe that we live in, the integration, or what is it, the relationship that those things have allows us to see, and it's a requirement. So without light, we wouldn't be able to see. Okay, and so what I was saying too is that the light is invisible, but it's also it creates vision. It also melds with water, okay, and it can actually illuminate that water by shooting a light beam into water. The light doesn't just go away, it blends into the water. These two things work together perfectly, seamlessly, completely separate, and all at once, both impossible, both completely required, both eternal, both with or without us. These are undeniable truths that are undeniably required for us to comprehend this reality. Okay, so it can immerse into water, it consumes water, it's they work perfectly together. Okay, I'm reading my notes over here, I wrote stuff down. But the big important part about light is that light is sight for our water. Okay, light is interpretation, because we can't interpret anything unless we see it. And so it's comprehension of life. Okay, our mind requires light to work. Without light, our mind would be like this static void of darkness. No input, no process. No process, no mind. You're just like, there's nothing there, dude. So light is mind. Without light, mind is done. You have body, but water doesn't make your mind do shit if it can't see. Water creates your mind, your body, which holds your brain, that it makes your mind capable, but it's only capable of doing anything if it has light to be able to comprehend what it's the input. It can't have input without light. I don't think. It feels like light is the water of the mind, and water is the water of the body. So water is body, light is mind. Okay, light's like this impossible thing, okay? But it's also everything. It's nothing and everything at the same time. It's everything to us. Everything that we experience is basically light telling us the story of why we're experiencing it and how we can change it and whatever else. And so water is the body, light is the mind. And so what's the third ingredient? It's the most important fucking ingredient. It's also invisible, but it's fucking everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. It doesn't even fucking exist, but it's everything at the same time. Water and light are nothing without this third ingredient. What the fuck is it? It's the most important ingredient that you can have. This ingredient is often mistaken for spirit, and or renamed to be spirit, I think. And so, or on this wave I'm on, feels like this is what it's supposed to be called. Okay, but it's more than just you, it's more than just me, it's fucking everything. Okay, this third ingredient, what is it? Time. Spirit is time. Time is fucking eternal, dude. Just like we believe our spirit is. So, our spirit we live in. So time is the eternal spirit that we live in. We live on. We live through. We live as. We live when. We live where. Okay? Time is the past for infinity. It's infinitely large in the past. It's infinitely large in the future. And then the present that we live in is so infinitely small. Infinity goes forever and it goes down to smallness. Infinitely small to the point of being impossible. You can't even capture a time frame that is equal to the smallness of present time. Okay, that's how small time is. So the only thing that exists is the present, but the present is so infinitely, impossibly small that it almost just doesn't even fucking exist. We just are in this place where we can remember the past, we can wonder about the future, or we can be depressed or sad about the past, or happy about something that happened in the past, or anticipation of happiness in the future, or worry or stress about something in the future. But we always do it in the present, and that present time is constantly changing. And what is it? It's that present time. We already know that it's time, dude. Time is spirit. Okay? Time is the eternal thing that we are. Spirit isn't this like, I don't think that spirit, I'm starting to feel like spirit isn't this like soul, like a ghost or something that I was anticipating. It's more like this everything. It's this part of the universe that knows it's part of the universe once it gets there, because it's time, and time is everything, and nothing is anything without time. Light doesn't have to exist, but time can still be there. We just can't comprehend it Our mind won't be able to understand it without light. And we won't have a body to hold a mind if we don't have water. So we need water to make the body. We need light to feed the mind. And then we need time to have eternity as our spirit. That's our spirit. And the thing is that time is an everybody thing all at once. So that's how we're all connected as one. And now light and water work seamlessly together. They also require time to exist, otherwise they'd be frozen in static and just be a picture or something. Time has to be there for water to flow. Time has to be there for light to travel. That's something too that's very interesting. Now with light and time, a question to me is, how fast is time? So I don't know how fast time is. It's hard to say because that little present time is so infinitely small, but it's moving so infinitely fast in order to not have any beginning or end that it has to be going so fucking fast. I don't know if we know how fast that is. I've never looked into it. But on my train of thought, we do know how fast light travels. Light travels at the speed limit of our understanding of the universe. Nothing is faster than light. Light, as we know it, is the limit of speed for anything to exist in our dimension or our reality. So, and that speed is 671 million miles an hour. A light year is how far light will travel in 1 year. It's almost 6 trillion miles. It's 5.88 trillion miles. Light travels at 186,000 miles a second. Bro, this shit is so fucking fast. It's insane. And so I think it makes sense. Now haven't had a lot of time to think this out. Okay, think shit and video it. But it feels like it would make sense that time travels at the same speed as light. Because if light traveled slower than time, it feels like we would just be in darkness and the light that left would never get a chance to catch up to us. If time is this fabric that we're moving in that has a relationship to the fabric of mass and reality and physical form. I don't know if it does or not. And maybe they connect at this point of time and light, and that's where the magic happens. And that's why time is so important, because when it matches that speed of light, it turns into reality. Light might be the fire that lights the fuse of time or something. Maybe the other way around. But it seems like if time was faster than light, the light would never catch up to us, and we would just be in darkness. And if light was faster than time, we would just be inundated with light, and we'd just be in this big whiteness. I don't know if that makes sense. That's the first thing that came to my mind with relationship to those two things and equaling each other, and how we don't know the speed of time, but we know the speed of light, and how do they make our understanding work. It feels like their speed would have to match or be like really fucking close or something. I don't know. It feels like matching would have to be perfect. That would have to actually be perfect. And if that's true, then we can gauge the speed of time as also the speed of light. And I feel like if that's a thing, it's going to help us move to the next step, whatever that is, of understanding this shit. Haven't got it. Haven't turned that over in my head enough times to have the new answer or some sort of additional information. But please subscribe, dude. If you're still here, you definitely should subscribe and like it. Okay. But same speed as light. Okay, faster it would be whiteout, slower it would be dark. Okay, so it's perfect for the existence. The speeds have to match for it to work, and they do, and that's why it works. So basically what I believe this all points to is that body is water. Okay, so it's not just body, it's water, a physical thing that we know that's outside of us, that is like this thing in the universe that exists with or without us, an undeniable truth. And we claim it as our body. It's mix it with that dust and we're mud or something. And so then light is how our body is able to read and interpret everything. That's our mind. In order for that to move and have somewhere to stand and a ground to lay on and a place to exist, we have time, which is our spirit, and we're connected to that. It almost feels like how we exist now is like we're this bump on this music box cylinder of time, and we're just there frozen in time until the present day time clicker thing hits us and we start to live and make noise, and then cylinder of time passes us, boom, and we're back to our frozen state of time without light or water, which is one of those missing ingredients, and we're just in time again. Physical body's done. Light might still exist, but then we're interpreting it through time and spirit, or time and mind, which I don't know if mind can exist without body. It might just be time again. So I think what it is that we are time, and we are experiencing reality because of light and water. Water then light, or whatever. So I feel like that's making a lot of sense. They're undeniable truths, impossible. All of them are like impossible in some form, but at the same time true. Not only true, but 100% required for us to understand anything in life. They're also invisible without each other. They don't exist without each other. I mean, without time, nothing exists. That's that, okay? Without light, we can't see anything, so it can't be comprehended. We could potentially just be running around and bouncing into stuff. We might be able to comprehend it that way. Because, thinking about that, blind people probably can comprehend stuff, and I don't know how that all works, okay? We're running with this shit. Subscribe. So the light is this interpretation, and allows the mind to experience what's happening. So maybe we're forced, blind people would have the being forced to have a body through water, and the light part taken out. Mind is already in there somehow. I don't know how that works. Different video, man. We'll touch on that. And so those are the required ingredients to life. They're eternal, simple, complex. And then the other thing that I wanted to kind of throw in there is math, because math is like this language that we use, almost like, and it exists with or without us. We don't really invent it. We just understand this thing that's there, and it feels like that's like the language of time, or the language of God. Time needs numbers, dude. And so it just is part of time. And so math is a part of that whole thing. It almost feels like the triangle, or the three things. You see this little triangle with the eyeball in the middle or whatever. You got your light, your water, your dust, and then in the middle is the eyeball of time and math. And that is our reality. So maybe there's those 4 ingredients that fit into our friendly little triangle shape that everyone likes to use. I don't know why there's only commonly 3 ingredients: body, mind, spirit. But in this one, body would actually be water and dust, but that all got taken out because of the biblical reference of dust to dust, which was missing the water for the life portion of our existence. So if the Bible was giving us a clue, I think that we would then use water as the important portion, because the Bible kind of said that the whole universe is dust. The important thing is that when we put water into that dust, you happen. So that's it. That's what I wanted to talk about today. I thought that shit was super freaking interesting. Please subscribe to the channel, dude. Like the video, tell a friend. Remember to be nice, alright? Fuck everything else. Just be nice. You'll be happy about that. Everyone around you will be happy when you're being nice. And then listen to 91.5 FM on the radio, KUSC.org on the internet, just because that music is the best music on the planet. Give your ears and your brain a vacation or a present or whatever. A thank you for being so kick-ass. So that's it, man. You guys have a good one. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye.